What is going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty the Lego guy here, and welcome to another episode of Old School Wednesdays. Honestly, we're going old school, we're going back to the 90s, and we're taking a look at the Exploriens theme. A lot of you guys asked what was my very first LEGO set or LEGO sets. This was among them. The set we're going to be taking a look at is the Nebula Outpost. That's set 6899, had 158 pieces, 2 minifigs, retailed for $15 US, and it came out all the way back in 1996. Now nowadays this set's going for 64 new or 21 used. This is actually a really cool set. I have a lot of fond memories of it, a lot of nostalgia. Look at all the colors. That's what was so great about the old space theme. But anyways, enough talk, let's get right into it. And to start, what we're actually going to do is just give you guys a 360 view of the Outpost. Now it actually has a lot of really cool features. This thing is full of playability, especially for 15 bucks. You cannot beat it. So what we're going to actually do first off is this comes right off. Why does this come off? Because this is supposed to be a spaceship on its own, and I thought that that was absolutely fantastic. Take a look at those beautiful looking blue pieces, those blue windows. So spacey looking, like it's just awesome. Now I do believe that this is supposed to be a telescope, but it could very well just be a blaster as well. That's at least what I always made it when I was a kid. The other thing that's really cool about this set is there's all kinds of sticker pieces, and how it kind of works is, see I'm moving it, it shows stars, so I think that's absolutely fantastic. In fact, while we're checking out sticker pieces, let's actually take a look at a couple more. We're going to get more into this as we progress in this review. It was not wanting to center in on this piece for some reason, but there's these are magnetic, and what's actually really cool about them is I'll show you guys how that kind of works. Let's just show them both off though. As you can see, it's supposed to be like little alien fossils, which is actually kind of awesome. That's what the Exploriens were kind of doing, seeing ancient alien life, which is honestly fantastic. I do love that. And then you also had them fighting the Spirus theme. That was the black and red bad guys, basically. That's what their older vehicles were in, black and red. A very cool looking little it's the head of the outpost, but it can fly around as well. I thought that was really well done. And then let's just actually take a look at the bottom of the outpost. Now, what's really cool about this is one of my favorite things about this theme and this set is, check this out. Well, you see that computer? Well, how you kind of get to it is you pull these down. They both come down, which kind of allows for more accessibility. And the really cool thing about this, check this out. I'm gonna try to get this on screen so you guys can see it. Look at that. There's a little Explorien, and then there's a satellite, and then there's stars. That is one of the coolest pieces ever. You cannot beat that. Some of the old things they did with the old space theme, I really wish that they'd start doing it again. It is, again, okay, there's a good shot. You guys can see that pretty good with the Explorien in the background and the satellite along with the stars. So cool, so awesome, absolutely love that. The other really cool thing about this is now we're going to demonstrate some of these little features that this, as a kid, they're really actually quite fun. So these are all magnetic. So here's a magnet right here, and it can actually pick up these little pieces. So works like a magnet should. These are actually slightly thicker stickers. That's why they actually work, because there's magnetic components in them. The other thing that's really cool about this, let's just take this right off, and it's kind of, see there's little handles. It's supposed to be like, so the little Explorien can carry this around and kind of check out these, these alien fossils. So what's really cool about them though, is if you notice, see it, okay, when you have it in the blue, it just shows the kind of look like dinosaur looking face and the bones. And then when you put it over here, it shows another dinosaur. So that's absolutely awesome that it does that. Let's just do it for the other one as well. This is one of the main features about this. See, you see the alien, and then you put into the red, and now you just see the aliens. So kind of ominous. It's kind of scary, but just so awesome. What a great theme. Anyways, this is the set itself. Let's now take a look at the minifig. One last thing I wanted to mention before we close this off is it kind of looks like a spaceship that it can kind of fly off into orbit. I don't believe that's what they were going for, but that's what it kind of just reminded me of. And I wanted to kind of show the bottom of this set just because I think it's actually kind of awesome that they look like basically, you know, space boosters or whatever you want to call them. Anyways, let's again now get into those minifigs. And here we have the two very well armed minifigs that are included in this model. So I'll give you guys a 360 view of these bad boys. So very, very cool. The only key difference you're going to notice between the two of them is the torso is different. So they actually put some nice detailing in the torso. And then, you know, this one always kind of reminded me of a house. That's what it kind of looks like. I do believe it's supposed to be like communication device or something, but that's what it always looks like to me. The other thing that's really cool about these guys is their visors do come up. So, you know, and there's a look of his head without the helmet. So you'll notice as well, both these guys have identical heads. That they'd never get away with that nowadays. I mean, unless they're angry clone faces. Yeah, anyways, but still great looking minifigs. They really capture that space aesthetic. I love the yellow visors. Again, I just think it looks so good. And then check out these guys, colorful looking blasters. I think this is where they kind of went with the Lego Star Wars, having the little orange studs at the end of the blaster. It all goes back, I think, to the 90s space sets, because that's just kind of what they did. The other thing that's cool, that's different about this one minifig to this one, is he has a different helmet. So this one has tubes, this one doesn't. Maybe he can last longer in space, I don't know. The other thing that's kind of funny about them is they have like oxygen tanks, which makes sense, but they could almost be divers as well, right? Anyways, those are the minifigs. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well, guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I thought that this set was really, really good, especially for 15 bucks. I mean, what do you get for 15 bucks? That's, you know, this sizable, right? Like, I don't know, it perfectly encompasses, you know, what this little outpost should be. It almost reminds me of, like, you know, they have those castle outposts. This reminds me of a space version of that. And I've always really liked this set. In fact, a lot of people would actually buy multiples of these and just like set them up all over with their space theme setup. Anyways, I love the colors. I love the minifigs. Yes, the minifigs, they reuse the same face twice on both minifigs. That's blasphemy nowadays. Everybody has to have a different face, unless we're talking about angry clones, which they've just changed. But you know what? This was a different time. I thought the minifigs were decent. I thought the build was good. I loved all the little, like, you know, that little computer piece. I love the magnets. It's just a great all in all theme. But let me know what you guys think about this set. If you like it, if you don't, possibly own it. Any areas you think they could maybe improve on. I just think it really gets the job done well for what it's supposed to be. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any new old sets we do on this channel. We do them every Wednesday, and yeah, I love doing them. They're just, the old sets have so much goodness with them. There's no other way to say it. But anyways, again, that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.